I'm back in this bullshit.
Here we go.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, a person with a certain music taste, telling you what you should listen to. And today, I'm going to go a bit different when it comes to the type of video I'm going to make. So, a little bit of context. So, a few days ago, I got to listen to a little bit of a compilation from a brand new label, Neoluminum, doing the subsidiary tactic when it comes to their debut, but after listening to every single one of the songs, I can tell you say that those songs are better than 75% of Subsidia's discography, so good on you. You have quality. This new label was formed by a person named, how do I say this? Desx? Desx? Artist names. They piss me off. So there's a dude that has a keys written like that. Hypocrisy in the way. First, I want to do a little thing. I want to read the About section on YouTube. Again, my phone. What a beautiful device this one. Thank you, Tim Apple. Neoluminum is the fresh new bass collective, branding up hidden gems from the underground, spanning heavy and melodic across multiple genres. One day, I hope to be in here because they seem to be very, very nice people. But I am able to join the label. I have to embarrass myself and give out my review on this compilation. The ranking system is going to be the traditional 1 out of 10. 0, it's going to be like when it's absolutely crap. I consider this to be lower than Fission by Yuki. 1, it's still shit, but it's better than Fission. So, 2, 3, and 4, that's pretty obvious. It's at 5 where it starts to be a little bit different. 5 for me is like, okay, decent, not too bad, not too good. 6, I could get some enjoyment out of it. 7 is good, it's a good song. 8 is really good. 9 is great, like I would recommend this to everyone to listen to. And 10, I think we all know what 10 is. I think that if you see a lot of 7s, it's me saying that is good, right? The flaws are, I cannot pick them up. I cannot pick up on them. Okay, and that's me being shitty at ranking. It's gonna be my first experience actually ranking something. So, alright. So, first song, Desx Alpha Bar.
Here we go.
I like the concept of it, of already having an anthem of the label right in your first song. Like, labels, when they want to put like a song that symbolizes like the existence of the label, they normally wait like a few years for that to happen. Like Monster Cat, they waited until like their first year of existence. So I like the fact that they made an intro of the label right as the first song. That is an extremely creative thing when it comes to like an idea for the first song ever. The song itself, I like it. I like the in the ambient they give. Obviously Neoluminum has like space vibe, especially with these visuals. I really like the visuals. It gives like Disciple mixes UKF, and I absolutely adore that. I love the art style of the characters here. Makes them cute. So you already see like the identity of Neoluminum right in the first song, especially with the song itself being a mix of melodic and hard, just like the About section talked about. I really like the switch up on the second drop to turn into triplets. I liked it, and it did increase my enjoyment on the song. Overall, 7 out of 10. It's a good song. I would bump to this in my ride home. Second song, The Hydrogen Man by... These names are getting more difficult, aren't they? This song is a little bit better than Alpha Mark. I'm going to be honest. I like the way the vocals are processed. I like the one singular lonely meme on the song. Good pattern, good everything. Another 7 out of 10. And now that I notice, I might be giving out a lot of 7 out of 10s. In my eyes, there is no outright bad song on the compilation. I'm just gonna say that as I'm in the second song. No bad songs at all for me. Right, so Confused Ray, out of the first 3, is the one that I get the less enjoyment of. It's not like the song is bad, is that out of the 3 is probably would be the one that I come back to the least. Nothing against the artist, I probably produce something worse. The build-up, or at least the first one, could have been a little bit better, but the drop itself is really, really good. I would bop to this in a festival. Yes, I would bop to this in a festival at easy, and I would have very much hoped that the people would enjoy this. And now, Justin Thing, I'm assuming, finally, a name I can say. So, as far as I've heard, Justin over here is 12, which surprises me because this song does not sound like it came from a 12-year-old. It sounds like someone with a little bit more experience on making music production. I'm actually surprised that if they are 12, I'm sorry if I'm like saying the wrong pronouns. I don't know any of these people. Okay, and I know like 2, and they're gonna appear in the future. If it's a 12-year-old that did this, really good. It's like better than probably something that I would do. I'm gonna be insulting me a lot because, you know, I guess that's funny. However, there's a little bit of a mess in the drop. I like the second drop. The melody on the second drop is used really well. On the first drop, it's a bit too chaotic for me. Again, it's a question of like, it's probably because of 12. Like I said, they have a long path in the future, but for me, it probably would be a 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, so far, the lowest ranking one. But again, nothing against the person. And now one that one of my friends really liked, and again, I cannot pronounce the name. So I'm not even going to attempt to do it. Okay, Mad Bounce is so far the most unique song out of the compilation. The electro drop is really bouncy, but it gives me like a specific vibe to it. For me, it's like a totally different vibe. It gives me like, I don't know, it would be used in like an indie video game that was like a 2D scroller. What was the name of the one game? Like blocky dudes in a theater. It gives me like the vibes off of that like type of music. The dubstep drop though, that really elevates the song in my opinion, because it really does like slap that bit more. But overall, another really good song, another 7 out of 10. Alright, next one. I think I know this person actually, Nico. I haven't talked to them in a while, or I haven't really. Gamma Rays. This song is really good. But so far, the one with the better intro, so far the one with the best build-up, and the drops are a funny mash. I've heard some people say that it reminds them of Bandle. For me, it's like if Bandles were trying to mimic Voltra style. And can we just talk about that switch up at the end? I'm sick of the switch ups, and this is why it completely changed the flow of the song. It's executed personally really well, but that's because I'm a really big fan of switch ups. 8 out of 10. Alright, next one. The longest song of this compilation. Continuing with the disciple comparisons, this one reminds me of Barely Alive. Delinquent. 80s synth pop type intro. I enjoy that. Drops do go hard. Really? I like the basses. The funny thing is, like, on that first fake out, the bass sounds a bit weird, but when like the sob and everything hits, it sounds really good. 7 out of 10 again. Right, next one. Emphatic by, I want to say Easy, but I know I'm not Easy. Emphatic is probably another 8 out of 10 for me. Reason why is because I just really fucking like the song. I like the intro. Gives me like, I'm gonna say mid 2000s to late 2000s video games vibes to it. Personally, that's just me. The drops are really cool. I like the sort of music, the color base that goes hard. I seen like someone in the comments complaining about the fake out being a bit shorter. Probably fell for the same thing for me, because I also thought that like they were gonna end like halfway through, but that could just probably be because of the fact that the animations make it like it should, like we are on the drop, and I was like, when is the drop going to happen? But no, that's not a complaint. That's just my poor perception. 8 out of 10. Nebula, My Ambush. Finally, a name I can actually say. It is a weird song. And I'm saying this in a good way because personally, I have a hard time figuring out what genre this is. I say this because I'm a bit of a genre elitist. I have grown up differentiating the different types of EDM because I like it. I know this is drum and bass. This is my favorite genre, so you know, obviously it's gonna get a few brownie points for that. But I don't know if he's trying to be dance floor or liquid. Let me tell you, the basses scream dance floor for me because you know they're hard, but the ambience and like the environment it creates, it gives me like liquid drum and bass, like spacey. You're floating, but at the same time you're running away. More points for this song for scaring my friend because he fucking hates the character. Okay, he doesn't hate it. He just gets extremely scared at looking at it. And every time it shows up. Why? I personally think it's cute. It's blapping. I don't know anything about blaps and I find that cute. 8 out of 10. With a few more points for scaring my friend. What a fucking song. It's probably my favorite. The vibes in this are just immaculate. It's produced well. The sounds sound good. There is no point here in which I find it to be awkward. And the second drop, we now have an extra melody. 9 out of 10. Possibly even 10. Ariot. Now this is another person I know and I've already talked to them before. My god, the progression this man has had in me. I remember meeting him back like in 2019, 2020. What the progression this man has had in 2 years. This song, it's another really fucking song. It's another 9 out of 10 for me. The main sounds remind me of fucking Sonic. You know this song from Sonic? I hear the basses of Satellite. But I do have one slight complaint about this song. You know, over in Sky, not the vocals themselves. I like them. It's just one lyric, which is the Among Us reference on the lyric. Among Us has been dead for quite some time. How do I know it? There's been a musical. And again, nothing really that, you know, distracts me from the enjoyment of the song. I like the song. It's a 9 out of 10. Now this is what is going to be the hardest one to win because these are those 2 people that I said that I knew, but these are the ones I am kind of the closest by, and I don't want to give too many compliments because it would seem like I'm only doing that because those are my closest friends. I actually think this song is really good. Kane carried it. Gehenna, as I heard it being called, not Gehenna. It is not a reference to the Geneva, the Convention about War Crime. It's probably the most well-produced one. It goes hard, it goes melodic. I love the fact that like Gehenna is apparently supposed to be the Jewish word for help, but there's piano. Also, to answer your question,
how the fuck do you grill cheese?
You put it on the grill. That's why it's called grilled cheese, because you put the cheese on the grill. Dumbass. Alright, Ravenous by Wood. I think I'm gonna turn off this lexicon and all this video because I cannot read these names, lol. This song, starts off hard. Like, the intro is already hard. It's like, how many songs have you heard that like immediately start in the way that Ravenous starts? Because personally, I haven't heard that many songs that start like that. The build-up going from normal to triples back to like 4 on the floor, I like that. Yes, slapping some Aussie like vocals. I have seen you've heard a little bit of that, a little bit of that Straya, a little bit of what's the name of that Knife Party song that has "This Is a Knife" sound?
This is a knife.
The drops themselves, pretty decent, pretty good. I like the flow, I like the speed. One slight problem for the second drop. This I believe is a recommend, and it's on me again. I feel like you those were kinda swapped. The drum patterns swapped in position could have been better because of the side shading. That's on me though. That's my opinion. Don't take this as a hate message. I'm trying my best to not come out as an asshole because I'm not an asshole. Besides that, the song is really good. 7 out of 10. Now, as far as I've heard, it is Extra Norse's first ever song. For a first effort, this is really fucking good. I like the metal vibes. I like how hard the drops are. I like the Scott the Watt sample.
Is that a threat?
If I could give a little recommendation as well to Extra Nor, I hope I'm saying the name correctly, is don't be afraid to add a few more sounds. I'm saying this because in some parts of the drop, there was only like drums, and it just sounded a bit awkward. Don't be afraid to like put something there or like delaying the coming of the drums, like do a little fake out and like add like a sound. Don't be afraid to do that. Just don't put too many sounds onto the song, because it can just create a situation in which the song gets clustered and just sounds, and is extremely hard to follow. But again, for a first attempt, this is really good. It's a 7 out of 10, which means it's good. But my god, for a first song, this beats my first song, which was a shitty remix of Aim to Kill, in which I basically just used the original sound and I didn't even sidechain. What? This song reminds me of Abstract in a good way. It reminds me of You Think. I've grown to enjoy this type of music over the years. And so, 7 out of 10, I enjoy it. I really like how hard the beginning of the second drop is. That is like... This is an interesting case. When people say, I wish I liked this song more, but for me, it's actually the other way around. Part of me is saying, my God, you shouldn't be enjoying the song as much as you do. And there's another part saying, shut your bitch ass up. I'm like, the song does repeat itself a bit, and that's the only complaint I have. The funny thing is that if I had, as a child, heard this song in like a compilation or something, I would have classified this as one of my favorite songs of all time, just because it hits like that nostalgic sweet spot for me. Like this type of music in like games like, I don't know, it reminds me of games like Get to the Orange Door. I know that goes against what I said about my childhood thing. It just hits a sweet spot on me. 7 out of 10. The funny song, 15 out of 10. Like, the man's a genius. The woman's a genius. The person's a genius. They're just a genius. This one, I think, is the one that has the better intro and build-up. At this time, when I was talking about Gamer Range, that they had the best intro and build-up so far. And this is probably the song with like the best build-up and the best intro. And can we just talk about that fucking garage midsection? Two-step garage. Normally when dubstep producers go for garage, they go for like a normal drum loop. Subterranean just decided, fuck that, I'm going two-time, I don't care. Unfortunately though, the build-up was so good, the drop just couldn't compare personally. The drops are good, it's just that the build-up is so great that it's one of those cases. I'm sorry to say this, but still, 8 out of 10. What a song this is. The title reminds me of Cloudman, and the song reminds me of Cloudman. It's a nice change of pace to what the other songs were. You had like bass house, you had electro, you had a lot of dubstep. So you have a little bit of more chill out music. It's a nice thing. The only thing I have to say is that personally, the lack of snare on the first drop bothers me, but again, doesn't detract me from my listening experience. I know it was a decision to just let the synths just go and basically do their jobs. And the snare on the second would just be like the extra thing. Like, you're not here for the snare. I'm not Naughty Step. I don't care that much for snare. It's just here for a good song, and this is a good song. You build me up, you break me up and down and go again. I keep feeling lucky every time I lose another. Oversight is probably the how do I say this? Because I actually don't know how do I say this. This is the song that is less focused on drops. Even Blue Into Blue is focused on the drops. Oversight is the one that just doesn't really drop. And honestly, I don't mind it. It's not supposed to drop, it's just supposed to have the vocals be the main focus, and the vocals are good. Some of the lyrics being awkward here and there, especially in the rap part, but again, I don't mind. I like how the song goes. My friends, though, told me this was My Little Pony music. I don't understand this. I really like how hard the drops are, even though it's a vocal-centric song. The lyrics, I'm guessing they're talking about like resilience over someone, but that could just be me having like a lack of interpretation because I just suck at interpreting lyrics. Melody is really good. 8 out of 10.
Here we go.
What is my final thoughts on Neoluminum Vol.1? What a compilation to start off your label with in all the good way. This is a really promising label in the future. I believe you're going to go far and be a really big label that people are going to know about and like want to go release music in that. I think Naughty Step actually did do a mini review on this, basically saying there's like a lot of promise on like the artist and the label, and I couldn't agree more. All of these artists have done a really good job at making really good music, really bringing quality here on, my god, my hair is bad. I certainly do recommend this. Now, for my top 5 of the songs, I've been thinking about what my top 5 would be. Number 5 would be After Future. Number 4, Satellite. Number 3, Nebula. Number 2 and number 1 are the hardest ones. The reason why is because I don't want to put Gehenna at number 1 so that people say that I'm biased. It's either a tie or it depends on the day, really. Because Gehenna is a better produced one, but Spiral is the one that I come back to the most because it's the one I have the most fun with. And if I had to base on my re-listenings, I would probably put Spiral at number 1 and Gehenna at number 2. Both of these songs really just deserve a listening experience. In fact, like I said, every single one of these songs do. There is no bad song on this compilation, in my personal opinion. What a way to start Neoluminum's existence onto this fucked up planet. And that was it. That was my second video. I am yet to upload the first one as I'm recording this, so whatever insults you throw at me, I am yet to look at them. My self-esteem is all high. If you want to drop recommendations on the comment sections, I wouldn't mind doing it because I really do need help. Shut your bitch ass up. I wouldn't mind some recommendations about what to talk about, music, Twitter, the politics, soccer, porn. As for my first attempt at ranking something, this has been it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to be on the label once I have reached the level of quality. I still have yet to learn a lot and get pitch map. I need to get pitch map.